Mahmoud has been training you. I seen that he's been training for the last couple months to help you prepare for the NBA and stuff like that. So how has he helped you on and off the court? Mentally and physically, I should say.
Mahmoud Abdul Rauf is someone that, I mean, if you guys really know who it is, I don't really gotta explain. I don't gotta say much. Yeah.
I don't think a lot of young kids understand how nice you are. I think you gotta give some perspective. I don't think a lot of kids that's probably 15, 16, 14, they even 18, 17. I don't think they understand how.
I'm not even gonna lie. At first, I didn't know how good he was. So I was on the phone with one of my mentors. It was a couple months ago before I came back to New York, and he was like, "Oh, you coming back to New York?" I'm talking, we just kind of talking about my plan when I come back home, and he was like, "Okay, so who's gonna train you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Mahmoud." He's like, "What do you who's Mahmoud?" I'm like, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. He was like, "What? You know who that is?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's the dude that's gonna be training me." Yeah. At the time, I didn't know he was that good. I knew about him, big three, obviously. But he's older. He's in his 30s, 40s, close to. He's like, "You know who that is?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the dude that's gonna be training me."
You ain't know
no. That's not what I'm saying. He's like, "That's Steph before Steph." That's literally what he told me on the phone. It's like, that's Stephen Curry before Stephen Curry. So I've watched Steph. If you compare somebody to Steph,
you're not
like that.
Who is this guy?
Yeah. So I went and started watching a bunch of YouTube videos, and
he's like that. Just say it.
He is.
He's like that.
He really is.
And he's not. And the thing is, he's not that tall. He's regular, and he's just
Nah, but just on the court though, every day, just really learning from him. Everything. He got the complete package, just listening to him, learning from him, all that kind of stuff is really big. Just getting the opportunity to learn from someone like that. Off the court, we talk a lot. We talk a lot. I ask him a lot of questions. I know sometimes he probably this dude asks a lot of questions. That's how I am. I ask a lot of questions, and we talk about locker room, talk about teams. How he was able to deal with situations. Because he had some things that he had to deal with too. And for me, it's just you never know what's gonna happen. And I was just trying to pick his brain and just see how he was able to deal with those situations when they came up. And he's really helped me a lot. He's very, very smart, extremely smart, extremely intelligent. Just being with him every day is really a big humbling experience.
Quick question. It's interesting that he's training you now because for the stuff that he stood for and everything going on in the NBA with Black Lives Matter, and he's basically almost got blackballed from the NBA because he didn't want to stand for the flag. So have you had any conversations in terms of just those type of issues and just kind of if there's ever a time where you want to stand for something, how to navigate it, how to navigate it or something like that,
I think the era that he played in and this era is different.
Mm-hmm.
I think now players are able to say what they want. Just, I guess because of social media, he played in an era where there was no social media, and I guess the players didn't have as much power as they have now. So it's definitely a different era, and I don't think it's going to be difficult for a player even compared from 5 years ago, to now is a lot different. You see what happened in football compared to last year, compared to a couple months ago, is way different. I guess it's the social media. I think the whole narrative of athletes not being able to speak on something, the way they feel it's changing. Now athletes have a bigger voice, especially when you're at that stage, biggest stage in the world, and the social media presence, the following, all that things play a role into having a bigger voice. I feel like so it's definitely different eras though.
Okay.